Hi and welcome to your Pick a Crystal card. This is going to be all based around the Lionsgate portal. So the Lionsgate energy portal opens up on the 8th of August every year. The energy you can feel from it starts around the 26th of July and the portal closes on the 12th of August. It's a massive energy shift where the star Sirius becomes completely aligned with the Earth. And so you might find in the lead up to it, you might be feeling a little bit confused, just really irritable or angry. As things which have been building up over the entire year basically are coming up to be released and allow you to manifest in new energies for the entire year. So it's a bit like the energy you might feel before a full moon, but huge. Okay, so this reading is going to be looking at what you might need to release in it this time and the guidance the cards might give you towards it. There'll be 4 readings. You just need to choose whichever crystal you're drawn to, and you can find the timestamp for the reading below. So we have a green Aventurine Heart chakra, a raw quartz crystal, a white howlite, and a tiger's eye with a fairy on it. So just choose whichever crystal you're drawn to and find your timestamp for your reading below. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can hear when more readings come out. Hi to all of you who chose the green Aventurine Heart chakra. Just going to be pulling from the dark mirror a card, just seeing what kind of energies, what the darker parts of you might be at the moment. So we have hiding your true self. So this could be meaning that what you're needing to focus on at this time, releasing as you move into this huge energy shift, is just how you can be more authentic in yourself, looking at parts of your life where you're maybe bending towards what other people want, being what other people want you to be, shielding who you truly are out of some kind of fear. You can see here that it's almost like the covering that they've got is it's like a protection. And so it's coming today to let you know that you're now in a space and time where it's actually safe to show people your true self. It's safe to walk in your true self and use your true words that you want to bring to the world. So we have that card starting off. Let's make sure we've got that in there for you there. And we're just going to take one more oracle card from the Heal Yourself oracle. So as I say, this energy portal is very much about releasing what no longer serves you, but not just in a small way, huge way, because these energies that you're bringing in are manifestations, the things you're thinking about and concentrating on have the potential to shape the next 12 months. So from the Heal Yourself, we have the sexual arts energy. So that's 2 cards now that you've got about exposing yourself to your own truth, exposing yourself to be true in what your power is, true in who you are, and not hiding it anymore. It's showing that it's time to take off the cloak and stand strong and proud in who you are. So how we're going to be doing this reading, just move those up a little bit, is we're going to look at the blocks that you have just now in general, in love, in finance, and at a soul level, and look at what kind of guidance you might have. So just looking at, in general, what's happening. In general, what do you need to be releasing in your life to help you move towards your authentic self? So you have temperance, for where you are in general. So there could be that with this needing to be true to yourself, that you're almost balancing everything to make everyone else happy. The thing that is sabotaging yourself is this need to make everyone else around you happy, and so you're hiding parts of yourself to enable their comfort. And this is really guiding you. That's the general purpose. It's time to not become disruptive towards everyone else, but to recognise that the balance within yourself, your own truth, needs to start becoming a priority. So just looking at what blockages are for your love life at the moment. So we have the Emperor in reverse. So with affairs of the heart, you are not feeling as confident in yourself as you need to be to fully embrace love or passion. So what this is showing is that because you're compromising so much of yourself, it's almost like it's diluting aspects of you. And so somebody can only love you as much as you're willing to give them of yourself. And with the Emperor in reverse here, with affairs of the heart, it's kind of indicating that you're not standing on your throne and being true to yourself. Therefore, that's what's interfering most with your love life. That's what's interfering most with how you communicate your passions to the world. So looking at, so when we say finances, it can also just be financial security. So it's not necessarily job as such, it's just how you're feeling in your material world, how you're feeling about your material lifestyle. Just looking at what blocks. Ooh. So we have the Queen of Cups here. This is what's blocking you for your material world. So with this being in the blockage one, it's almost that your emotions are getting in the way of your financial stability. So it could be that you're making choices based on your emotional needs rather than your physical needs. It could be that you're using your heart more than your head with some situations when you're making decisions, and that's what's causing you a block towards becoming really financially secure. Taken with the whole reading, that would say that also it's when you're putting other people's needs first that you are sacrificing your own needs to make sure everyone else is comfortable here. And the blockage for your soul is the Three of Cups here. So your soul is yearning to be nurtured and fully celebrated. It's feeling as if you're keeping aspects of it hidden, of your true nature, of your soul, and your soul is feeling starved and neglected because you've almost fragmented so many parts of yourself, and it's urging you to pull them all back together and start putting your needs first so you can truly nurture the needs that your soul is having at the moment. It's wanting to be celebrated, it's wanting to be seen. Your soul wants to be seen. So just looking at some guidance from the cards here. Getting some guidance from the cards. So for your general overall feeling when we looked at it's that you're potentially trying to balance everybody, looking out for everybody else's needs rather than your own. You're trying to keep everyone happy. And this is saying that with this Six of Swords here, it's saying that when you start to prioritise yourself for your well-being, for your needs, when you start to make your needs the number one priority, your life will start to, instead of this rocky feeling that you've got going on here, you can start to feel this a lot calmer energy happening here. So the guidance is really that you just need to take back. It's almost like it's saying you need to be a little bit more selfish, because selfish is a word which we often use in a negative way, whereas actually to be selfish and to nurture yourself and to put your needs first at times can actually make you in a strong position to look after everybody else anyway. So it's urging you that life will be much calmer when you can put that balance in place and you're looking after yourself. And for your guidance with the affairs of the heart, where we were looking at this Emperor in reverse and looking at how that you need to be embracing all of who you are so you can give all of yourself to somebody. The guidance you're getting is that it's negative, it's cruel words which are holding back that true sense of self. So you can't give yourself fully in love with your true passions at the moment because you are feeling so negative in your head. Or it could be that you're allowing other people's negative words to come in and create self-doubt where there doesn't need to be. So what's stopping you from feeling strong and able to be your true self in love are negative words. So it could be words which have been said to you in the past, which you're holding on to in your head, which are creating upset and imbalance and pain in your head. Cutting words are stuck in your head. It could be that demon on the shoulder that we sometimes have. We listen to this demon as it chatters away and tells us what we're not worth or what we're not good, or that we've got to hide certain bits because they won't be accepted. And this is strongly urging you that those words, whether or not it's memories from other people or it's from yourself, they need to stop. You need to cut them completely away. You need to heal them and release them so that you can allow your full self to come forward and give love to someone, give love to yourself, just to feel passionate and secure in your love. So just looking for the guidance for finances. So that's a beautiful card. So you have the Ten of Pentacles. So this is the complete attainment of financial security, the happy home. It's got everything. It's got the love. It's got the partnership. It's got the financial security. It's got everything that you need. But with this blockage being the emotion, this very, very emotional card, although it's a very beautiful card, it's urging that you need to start being a little bit more practical and holding a little bit back to yourself. We'll get some more clarity on the Queen of Cups in a moment. And for your soul guidance, so this is when we were looking at your soul's urging to be celebrated, to be nourished and, yeah, celebrated basically. So just some guidance on moving forward with this. Just some guidance for the nourishment of the soul. Guidance for the nourishment of the soul. And we have the Eight of Cups. You can see in this card how this figure is turning away from these cups and they're starting on a new path. And it almost feels that this is your soul saying, turn away from things which are stopping you, not nourishing it. Turn away and seek new ways of living, new ways of celebrating yourself, new ways of being kinder to yourself and being more authentic to yourself, so that you can show yourself. Again, you've got this cloak again. There's something very passionate in the whole of this reading. You've got two red cloaks happening here. It's almost like you're stealing away from the world, and your soul is just saying you need to stop stealing away, and you need to, it's almost like it's time for you to introduce yourself to the world. Ta-da, this is me, this is who I am. So just going to get some guidance on the Queen of Cups here for your blockage. So we have the Five of Pentacles here as clarity here. So this sense we were talking about the finance issue or the happy home issue. It feels that it's come from a very emotional point where you use your heart instead of your head because you've been scared that if you didn't put other people's needs first, you were going to be left in the cold. You were going to be rejected in some way. If you didn't give constantly to other people in a material way and look after people and make sure they're okay, then you'd be rejected. And this is urging you that you don't need to gain a purpose. You don't need to have a purpose to gain acceptance. You don't need to be giving to people to get something back, because the happy home is attainable here. The guidance is put your mind into structuring your own home first before you're giving it away constantly. Stop giving it away to everybody else. We'll just get some clarity on this Ace of Cups for the soul guidance. Just some clarity for the soul guidance here. That's a beautiful card for your soul guidance. You have the Ace of Cups. So everything to do with what your soul is asking for is to do with your heart at the moment. It's really asking for you to completely embrace and love it and celebrate it and show it to the world. Remove this red cloak. Stop being so scared of being rejected or having to juggle other people's approval, and this negative self-talk, and uncloak yourself and celebrate exactly who you are. And the whole reading really is just urging in this, so within this energy, this Lionsgate energy, is really asking that this is the time for you to show who you are. It's saying that it's not showing that you've got no mental confusion or fog of who you are. You're just showing little bits to everybody else. You're balancing everything and you're making everyone happy. And this is your time. This is your year. This is your time right now to take off that cloak and say, this is who I am, and it's enough, and I will celebrate it. So that's what I have for you. I hope that's been useful, and I wish you love and luck for the new year after the 8th of, with this energy coming on with the 8th of August. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and please leave a comment if that's resonated with you. I'd love to hear how you found that. Thank you. Hi to all of you who chose the raw quartz for your reading. So what I'm going to be doing is pulling a card from the Dark Mirror Oracle and pulling one from the Heal Yourself Oracle, just to get a look at what blockages might be going on with you at the moment. I'm just asking for some guidance from the Dark Mirror Oracle. So this is really looking at the things that are being reflected to you around you, and you're maybe not seeing it. This can often be where looking at what we're projecting onto others, when we're kind of blaming others, or we're thinking, why are they doing that to me, and unable to see those characteristics in ourselves. It can also be the parts of us that we're completely fragmented from, that we're just ignoring. So just asking for an oracle card from the Dark Mirror. So we have perchance to dream. Perchance to dream. So with this, it's talking about almost the fear to imagine that we're worthy of our own dreams. It's that self-doubt, that self-worth that stops us from fully going after what we want. And this is urging you that it's time to drop that self-doubt and actually say, do you know what, I can manifest anything I want. I can have whatever I want, and I'm going to allow that and invite it in now, to drop those fears of not being good enough or not being deserving, and saying, no, I'm going to have it all. So just taking one from the Heal Yourself Oracle cards. Just looking at what energies it might be within you that need healing. How teachable are you? How teachable are you? So I think it's very easy as we go through life to think that we've learned everything that we need to. We've made our decisions, we've made our opinions, and we are just who we are. We've got nowhere else to go. This is us. And I think this can often, this is kind of suggesting that this idea that you've become everything you can be, you've got everything you can have, is what might be sabotaging you from this dreaming bigger, this allowing your true dreams to to manifest and come in. So we'll just take some tarot cards to see what's happening here. So we're going to be looking at where you are generally, your heart, your finances and your sense of stability, your physical world, and also your soul. And so looking at what might be blocking you as you come into this Lionsgate energy, and looking for guidance on what you can do to release some of those negative energies. So you have the Page of Cups in reverse as your blockage card for your general well-being. So with this, it really feels that it's this idea that you can't start or follow your passions because you've got everything you're going to have. It's the self-sabotage of thinking, well, this is what I've got, this is my life, this is how it is. It's not allowing your passions to have the respect they deserve. It's allowing yourself to think small about you and about what you can have, and not really truly embracing and recognising that the world can be your oyster. And that's what's keeping you stuck at the moment, this feeling that this is all I am. So just looking at the blockages at this time of the heart. So we have the Six of Swords. So the thing that's blocking you is, you've got the rough water here and you've got the calm water, and you're moving into it here. So with affairs of the heart, it's a running away aspect. So lots of times this card can be a very, very positive card as you're moving on to the calm, but as your blockage for your point of your heart, it's this feeling that, not that you give up, that you're giving up too easily on something. It's more that you're just going to taking the easy road. I'll take the easy road, and that'll be much easier. I don't want to create a storm. I don't want to kick up a fuss. So I'll just do what I'm told. I'll stay in this calm water, because that over there might be what you want to go for, but over there it seems a bit rocky. So this again is that sense that what's really blocking you is this idea of just keeping yourself small. This is my life, this is where I am, that's fine, it's all good. It's not that it's bad, it's more the idea that you're not allowing that expansion, the true expansion. And the energies coming in just now are really urging everyone to really fight for what they want, truly stepping into the freedom of their own power, the freedom of their own dreams. And it's saying don't be small in your head. You can have whatever you want if you really want it, even if it feels that when you first look at it, it feels too big. It's almost like it feels too far away. You can see they're gazing into the future here. It's almost that it just seems a million miles away, and you have quite a lot of water aspects coming in here. It's a sense that you're scared of being a fish out of water, that if you were to go into the unknown, or if you were to take your life somewhere which might be harder work, or just to follow your dreams, that it would be too hard work. So just looking at your financial, your physical stability. So it's not necessarily actually money as such, it could just be your physical world. So you have the Ten of Swords in reverse here. So this is a cycle not ending. It's what's blocking you is staying in a cycle. So for your financial rewards, for your gains, it's fear is holding you, is stopping your financial rewards and gains from becoming abundant. It's fear of stopping and ending something, of putting an end to something which might cause pain to others, or even pain to yourself. If you were to change an aspect of your life, you're really scared of the pain that's going to cause by cutting a cycle cutting a cycle, or cutting a person from your life, or cutting an aspect from your life. You're really scared about how that's going to rock your financial stability, and that's blocking you at the moment. So just looking at what's blocking your soul. What's your soul asking you to be aware of just now as we move into the Lionsgate energy? And it's such a powerful energy. It's as we're moving into it, the unsettlement is just happening, and for some it's just things are just falling away from you, and for others you can just feel very unstable and unsteady at this time. So what's your soul asking you to be aware of? So you have Temperance in reverse. So your soul is urging you. It's telling you that you are not listening to it. This can often be the guidance card, this angel coming to you, and it's trying to create balance in your life, and just now it's upside down, and your soul feels like it's almost screaming, will you just listen to me, please? I'm giving you everything. It's almost like it's saying the universe is giving you every sign you need. You have all the guidance that you need in your life. It's telling you that everything that all the information you have to follow your dreams and to create the world of your dreams is being shown to you very clearly, and your soul is just saying, well, it's almost like it's saying, can you open your eyes, please? Can you just see what's in front of you? And this isn't, and you've got more water here. There's a lot of water here, which could be a water sign. So it could be that something big in your life is happening regarding Pisces or Scorpion or Cancer, but it feels more to do with you in general, to do with flowing, to do with the fact that you're stopping your life from flowing, and it's almost that this river, this small space needs to become an ocean, and you need to lose yourself in the ocean of your dreams, and you're not allowing yourself to go there at the moment. So we'll get some guidance from the cards for the Page of Cups for your general well-being. So when we were here, we were looking with the Page of Cups, we were looking at this general feeling that you're not, because this was in reverse, that you're not following your dreams, you're not thinking big, you're not allowing your passions to grow and change and expand. And the Two of Pentacles here is guiding you. It's because you're trying to juggle. You're trying to make sense of your dreams. And again, we've got more water here with this rocky boat in the background. Can you see it's being blown all over here? So this keeping your passion small and not expanding and starting new ideas. It's guiding you to find some to anchor yourself in the confidence that everything will balance out. It's guiding you that when you think big, you can still juggle everything that you need to. When you think bigger and when you follow your dreams, you can still make this all balance. It doesn't have to be a plate spinning juggling act that you're scared of, that's keeping you nice and safe in the calm waters. It's saying that yes, it might be a bit rocky, it will be a bit rockier, but you've got it. You can still balance it, that it's okay, that you have all the foundations that you actually need to follow your dreams. So you don't need to be scared that you're going to lose everything, that you're going to become unstable, because it's reminding you that even when it's stormy and the wind's blowing, you can balance it, you can find that calm, you can make everything happen. It's guiding you to trust yourself more in your dreams. I'll take them back. And for the Six of Swords with the affairs of the heart, what guidance to move away from this feeling of keeping safe? So with this, remember you had for your affairs of the heart, it's the idea that you want to keep it where it's safe and calm and not rocky, where it's not, you don't have to fight for anything, where everything feels stable and you just ignore your dreams. And this is urging you, what do you actually want? This is screaming to you, where's your happiness? Where's the happiness in your heart? what partnership do you want to be in? And this could also be to do with self-love as well. It could be to do with things that you need to maybe go through rougher waters to get to your happiness. So that when it's affairs of the heart, it's not necessarily with other people. It can just be with your passions. What makes your heart sing? Where your joy is. It's saying that if you stay safe and you don't follow your dreams, at some point you're going to turn around and realise that you never had your happiness, and your happiness is just here waiting for you. This card is just reminding you that calm, safe waters don't always bring happiness. They bring calm and safe, but not necessarily happiness. So just some guidance for the Ten of Swords that we had here, looking at finances. So this Ten of Swords was in reverse. It was urging you that cycles aren't ending out of fear. You're unable to make risks to get something financially stable. So whatever it is to do with finances or feeling materialistically stable that is causing you not being able to change something and move on because you're scared of something, really scared that you will lose something if a cycle ends. This is with the Nine of Swords in reverse here. This is the anxiety card the other way around, but it's in reverse here. What it's actually saying is that the fears that you're having about changing something in your financial or your stable life, the fears you have around it are actually causing you anxiety. So not ending a cycle, staying somewhere because you think it's going to make you feel safe, is actually causing you anxiety. Whereas if you were to end a certain cycle in your life, to do with your financial life, to do with your stability, your home life, if you were to make a change, not necessarily end something, if you were to make a change which you're scared of making, it's actually saying that this anxiety will be lost. Because this is upside down, you will be free. Here you are trapped at the moment and you can't cut yourself loose. What it's saying is if you cut yourself loose from this fear, you won't have to be anxious anyway. So whatever you're scared of changing in your physical life just now, whatever it is that's keeping you trapped in cycles, it's urging you not to be scared to cut it, not to be scared to change it, because actually you'll feel less anxious when you've done it. Which is often how it is, isn't it? We stay somewhere because we're scared of the change, but actually when we make the change, we realise how much where we were stuck was hurting us. So looking at this soul card here with the Temperance. So here, remember what the soul was saying. It was saying that there's signs all around you, and you're not listening to your soul. You're not trusting your gut. You're not looking at the signs. You're not listening to your angels. It's like you're using your head. You've got quite a lot of head space happening here, rather than not your heart. It's not urging you to use your heart. It's urging you to use your soul, to listen to your soul guidance. And we have the Empress card here, so this is beautiful. So your soul is guiding you to grow. It's guiding you to tune into those inner parts of you, those emotional aspects of you, those parts of you which allow growth. And by listening to the signs that the universe is giving you, to be trusting your gut, it's telling you that everything will grow. All these dreams that you're keeping yourself small because you think you can't be teachable, you can't change, your dreams aren't attainable, you've got to stay small, you've got to stay safe. And this is saying no, there's growth around the corner. When you drop the fear of it being a bit rocky, or the fear of change, and actually start fighting and following your dreams, this is saying that you will grow. You will grow. So that's what I have for you. The overall thing is just saying, don't think small, follow your dreams, don't be scared, because your angels have got your back, the universe has got you, and you need to start trusting it. So I hope that's been useful. Please like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can hear when I release more videos. Leave a comment below if it's resonated. I'd love to hear how you found the reading. Okay, thank you. Hi to all of you who chose the White Howlite. So looking at this reading for just what blockages you've got as we move into Lionsgate and what kind of guidance should be given. We'll take an oracle card from the dark mirror to find out what it is in you that you might not be seeing, or things that need to come into your awareness a bit more. And we'll take one from the Heal Yourself oracle cards as well. So often we're so busy looking at everybody else and projecting our own fears that we can't actually see what's actually blocking us. So hopefully this will give some guidance on some inner reflection, looking into the mirror of yourself as such to see what it is that you might not be quite as aware of as you need to be. And this is such a perfect time to be looking into ourselves. So peaceful among thorns. Peaceful among thorns. So with this coming in just now saying that this is what you need to be looking for, it's urging you that when the world is feeling a little bit rocky and you're feeling unstable and unsafe, it's reminding you that you're okay. It's urging you to take time out, to stand back, to almost not get involved in your own inner conflict and struggle that we can create when we're feeling panicky, or things aren't happening, or we're feeling unsafe when there's rocky things happening around us in the world and things. We can get drawn into it and get stuck in there. And this is reminding you to, within those sticky times, to keep yourself calm. So just looking at the Heal Yourself oracle as well. See what elements in you this is urging you to pay attention to at this time. So rejection. So it could be that over the last year you felt a lot of rejection, and this could even be what the thorns are. And it's almost as if it's saying that when you're stuck in your own, it's reminding you that rejection is just a concept in your head, that nobody can actually reject you. It's reminding you that if someone is not aligned with you and that path stops, it's because of a non-alignment. It's because you're supposed to be taking your energy somewhere else. So when you're stuck in those thorny thoughts of this has happened to me, I've been rejected, I'm not wanted, I'm not lovable, or I wasn't good enough, or remember, this is not just affairs of heart, it could just be in general how you're walking through life at the moment. This is reminding you to pull yourself back to your centre and recognise that you're safe and you have everything that you need, and that no one can actually reject you. No one can actually truly reject you. And with it being with the dark mirror as well, it's reminding you that to look at what have you rejected in yourself at this time as well. So here we're going to be looking at where you are generally, affairs of the heart. So not necessarily love relationships, but just your passions, your finances. This again is not necessarily just to do with money. It can do with your physical stability, so how you feel in the material world, and then looking at what your soul is calling out for. So one of the other piles got this card, the Six of Swords, but they had it the other way around. So at the moment, with the Six of Swords in reverse, it's reminding you not to stay where it's not comfortable. With these swords here, this is the thought patterns. It's almost as if you are your own worst enemy here at the moment, and it's reminding you that you're blocking yourself with your thoughts, your own sense of being rejected or not being good enough or not being worthy, or the lack of self-confidence, whatever those aspects are. We've all got those aspects in us. It takes it's a constant work trying to just get rid of those aspects of us. But this is reminding you, this is your time. This is your time. You're coming to an energy where the time where the mental prison that you're creating in your own head, these negative thoughts which keep you feeling unpeaceful. It's time for you to tackle them. That's what's holding you back just now, your own thoughts. And meditation would be a really wonderful way to do this just now, or spending time with yourself, rather than, you know, sometimes we can be scared to spend time with our own thoughts when they're so painful. This is reminding you to really feel those thoughts and know that actually they're okay, they're just thoughts, they're not real, no one is rejecting me. And for your heart space just now, the thing which is your main blockage is the Death card. So as I say, this can actually be a love relationship. It can also be things just which are to do with your emotional well-being, the affairs of the heart kind of thing. And the blocks here that you've got just now is either that something has changed, which could be where this feeling of rejection or not being good enough has been, that you feel that you have been rejected in some way, that is hurting your heart. And again, it doesn't have to be with a love person. This could be with friends or family, just that feeling that something in your heart is changing, that is hurting you. Or it could be that you are scared to change. This feels more as if it's to do with the thing which is blocking you just now is that you can't accept a change which has happened, which is hurting your heart. So again, it could be your passion. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. It's just something which is making your heart ache, and because there has been a shift or a change, and this is urging you that as we move into the Lionsgate energy, this is the perfect time for you to release the pain which has come with a change which has happened in your life, or release the fear of changing something to do with your passions and your heart base in your life. So just asking about your finances and your stability. So this is the King of Swords here. This is in your blockage. So we'll get some clarity on this one. This is coming in your blockage point here. So it's the thing that is rocking your financial stability or your sense of material gain is your own self-doubt that you're not intelligent enough, as such, that you're not the master of something, and it's these feelings that you're not in command or control of your financial and material well-being that is causing feelings of slightly being unstable or unhappy. And your soul is the Ace of Cups in reverse. So the blockage to your soul, what your soul's asking you to hear from it at the moment, is that you are enough. Your soul is feeling really sad that you're believing the thoughts, that you're believing the pain of rejection or the fear of rejection, that you're not seeing your own worth, that you're not loving yourself as a whole. So not just physically or mentally, just as a person, as a whole being, that you are not embracing and loving yourself just as you are, because you're listening to these painful thoughts. So just before we get some guidance, just going to get some clarity on the Death card and the King of Swords, actually. I'll get one on the Death card for affairs of the heart. So this is where you might be feeling a little bit scared of change or hurt by a change. So we have the Fool card here. Look at that. I absolutely love that card. So the Fool card and the Death card. So there's definitely been a new beginning happening here with the Fool, and you feel a bit terrified. Can you see he's stepping off this cliff edge, and you can't really see where he's going, and it should be fun. He's having great fun here, but for some reason your mental thought patterns at the moment are stopping you from seeing a change which is happening, or a change that you want to make as fun. But it's leading into a brand new journey that is causing you. The idea of starting a new journey is is blocking your heart at the moment. And with the King of Swords, we have the Star. So again, so for your blockages, for your financial gain or your material well-being, you have the Star. So it's this self-doubt. It's almost like you're not your own wish come true. You're not where you wanted to be. Your life doesn't look materialistically how you wanted it to be, and it's causing this self-doubt in your head that you're not good enough. Something in you's not good enough. So just asking now for some guidance on how to work through these blockages as we move into Lionsgate. And just remembering that all these things it's the perfect time to be releasing and moving on. So we have the Six of Swords in reverse here, where we're looking at this fear of moving on, this fear of things being not quite stable with you just now. And you're being urged that if you start trusting your heart, if you go into a heart space at this moment, that's where your healing will be. This is really urging you to develop this energy. So it's not female or male energy here. This is talking about your inner self-love. Your inner self-love here, which again, this comes with the soul urging for this Ace of Cups, which is inside. Whatever's happened to you, whatever changes you're making, or whatever changes have been made to you that have caused these negative thought patterns of not being good enough, of being rejected, this is urging you that through finding this calm, either through meditation or spending time with yourself, you can start to develop this self-love. This self-love is what's crying out for you in this year coming up here. It's really screaming that you need to be using your whole heart for yourself here just now. Really embracing who you are and what you are, and dropping the self-doubt. So really working very hard on dropping all this self-doubt. So just some guidance for affairs of the heart. So you have the Nine of Wands here for your guidance for your affairs of the heart. So once we've been rejected in life, or when we feel that we're not good enough, or that we start to doubt our self-value and our self-worth, our barriers can be so high that no one can get close to us, and we can feel so defensive that we're not going to let anybody hurt us again, or we won't risk anything ever again. And this is urging you to drop, not to be careful, to have really healthy boundaries, but not to have harsh ones. So this is saying that for you to get your balance in your heart in this coming this year coming after this Lionsgate energy, it's saying that when you've got your healthy boundaries, then you can be open to love in a healthy way, or you can be open to your passions in a healthy way. You can feel safer in your heart. So whatever this fear is that you have of this change which is happening, or you're scared of making, it's just urging you to self-care with boundaries, really self-care with boundaries, and it's okay to say that doesn't make me feel good, or that does make me feel good, but not to do it in a defensive way that would push people away, but in a really self-caring way where you're really being aware and nurturing your own needs. So being on guard, putting those boundaries in, but not in a way which makes you unavailable to others. And as I say, it's not necessarily in a love relationship. We can push all sorts of people away, can't we? It's not just love. And so for your finances, guidance here, which was where this self-doubt was causing you not to follow, to think that you're not your own wish come true as such, that you can't get, you haven't got the confidence to fight for what you get. You've got the King of Wands in reverse here. It's reminding you that whatever your financial stability is based on, however you're trying to gain your physical world, however you're trying to create a physical world, to not neglect your passion, to make sure you're not building it on on not greed as such, but on what you think other people think you should be making just now. It's urging you to follow your dreams, to create the world that you want, to have the self-confidence to do it, but to not neglect your passion while you're doing it. So not to compromise on your passion, not to compromise on your beliefs, not to compromise on your values, whatever you're doing to create your financial stability, to do it from a place of authenticity and self-belief and truth. So don't compromise your values when it comes to your material wealth. Don't compromise your values when it comes to how you want to live your life, how you want to build your life, how you want to portray your life, how you want to walk through your life. It's saying trust your passions, trust your heart, trust your dreams, trust your creativity. Don't just do it from a place of greed or what you think it should look like. And so looking at the soul guidance here, with this Ace of Cups, which is in reverse at the moment, your soul screaming for this self-love. What's the guidance we have here, please? Guidance for this Ace of Cups. Take this one. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this card looks at the material wealth, the material gain, the feeling completely abundant, but without needing a partnership. And I think this is what the whole reading that I'm getting, that whoever who's chosen the White Howlite, is that this is your year for self-love, for self-worth, for knowing that you're enough, for feeling independent and free from whatever negative thoughts you've had, whatever negative words have been said to you in the past. Any time that you felt rejected or neglected, it's knowing that that's not your worth, that's not how you should be creating your value, and looking inwards, finding it through inner peace, through meditation, through self-love, through taking time to really care and nurture your own soul, not waiting for somebody else to do it or not believing what someone else has said about you, but really trusting that you are worth it. You are worth it, your passions are worth it, what you want in life is worth it, it's all worth it. That's what I'm getting for you in this incredible energy which is coming in to us just now. Just really holding on to that self-worth, that self-value, and knowing that if you've been rejected, or even if you've self-rejected, to not listen to that aspect of you anymore. This is your time. This is not the time to be listening to words of self-doubt. So I hope that's been useful. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'd love for you to leave a comment below if it resonated. Let me know how you found it. Hi to all of you who chose the Tiger's Eye Painted Fairy for your card reading. So what I'm going to be doing is pulling a card from the Dark Mirror Oracle and pulling one from the Heal Yourself Oracle, looking at what energies it is that you might need to be releasing just now, looking at what you can be inviting in for this brand new cycle. So using the Dark Mirror one, because often we can be so busy looking around us at what's gone wrong or what we want to be different that we forget that actually we have the power within ourselves, and the world is just a mirror for us, and we can get information all around us for what we need to be changing in our life. So for your Dark Mirror one, we have I won't cry for you. I won't cry for you. So this potentially speaks that you're in a place of pain potentially at the moment, where you are very disappointed with how something has happened in your life, an aspect of your life that you wanted to be different, desperately wanted to be different, and it's not happening. It's not happened in the past cycle, and it's almost as if I won't cry for you is actually stopping you from moving on. It's almost that to enable you to change a cycle, to go into this new cycle fresher, you need to look at the pain almost of disappointment, something which has disappointed you in the past. You need to be looking at it and understanding what you can learn from it. And we have from the Heal Yourself Oracle, we have selling out. So again, it's almost as if you feel that you've compromised yourself somewhere, and there's almost this a slight aspect of humiliation, that you feel that something has happened in your life over the last year, and there's this slight shame or embarrassment, and the pain's so much that you haven't been able to look at it, to understand it and to learn from it, and just to release it. Oh, that didn't work very well. So in this reading we will be looking at the general things that you need to be looking at, affairs of the heart, finances, and just your soul. So just your general well-being, what's blocking you, that you need to be releasing as we move into this new cycle. So we have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords. It does feel that this, whatever's alive in you in the last year, has been very much to do with just disappointment again. These painful thoughts that are keeping you in a certain place, unable to forgive someone or forgive yourself, are keeping you more trapped than you need to be being at the moment. So looking at the blockages for the affairs of the heart. So it doesn't necessarily mean love relationships. It's just the things which are important to our heart. So it can also just be your passions, relationships with other people, just what makes your heart beat fondly. So you have the Seven of Wands here. There's this, whatever's happened to you, this disappointment, this pain, this embarrassment, potentially even that you've had smear campaigns where people have been talking about you, or you've been gaslit by other people, and you've had to really protect your heart. You've had to be defensive and on guard and keep people's thoughts and words away from you constantly. It feels that you're actually very exhausted at the moment, because you've just been having to fight your corner for what feels like quite a long time at the moment. You've had to justify to yourself why you're not to blame, or I'm not going to let you see how much you hurt me. I'm not going to let the world see how much I'm in pain. And for your financial stability, you have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse here. So what's blocking your feeling of financial stability, or being able to create the physical abundance that you're able to in your life just now, is that you are refusing to budge on something. You're refusing to start something new. We'll get some clarification on this in a second. It's almost as if what's stopping your financial growth is that you've stagnated something within you. You've paused. You've put something completely on pause, and you're not willing to move into that space at the moment. We'll get some clarity on that one. And just asking, what's the soul asking you to be aware of just now? What's blocking your soul? What's stopping your soul from feeling whole? So we've got the Death card here. So your soul wants you to know that it's time to change something. It's asking you to not stay somewhere, to not stay in not a life situation. It's asking you, it's urging you to move from a place in your head where you're keeping yourself stuck somewhere in your head, in this feeling of needing to defend and self-blame and blaming others, and just this deep disappointment, and your soul's saying it's time to change. It's this new cycle. This is the time for you to drop those defenses, to drop the disappointment, to potentially let some people know that that you are sad, and that it's okay to be sad, and to really look at the pain. So just getting some clarity on this Ace of Pentacles. So you have the Six of Swords here. You have the Six of Swords. So whatever's keeping you in a place where you're not moving forward financially, or with your home life, or just with your material gain, is yourself. It's this fear. You've got some kind of whatever's happened, this disappointment, this pain which has happened in your life, it's stopping you from moving out of a rough patch into a place where it looks as if there's financial gain just waiting for you. There's stability, there's firm foundations which are readily available to you if you are able to move away from these painful thoughts which are here, and you can move into calmer waters. But you have to drop the painful thoughts before the abundance can come in. So there is abundance, a plenty waiting for you with something, but your thoughts are stopping you. So with your Death card, this soul urging you to allow change to happen. You've got the Seven of Wands. So that's the heart again. That's two sevens of these wands here. So this need to be constantly defending yourself, feeling that you're being attacked. Your soul saying, please stop. Please heal this heart. Please heal this pain. If you feel that you sold out in some way, or that you are to blame, it's asking you to stop punishing yourself for it, to be to allow the pain to move through you. It's okay now to cry. Whatever it is that you were refusing to cry from, I'm not even going to cry, I won't even look at it. Your soul's saying, please look at it. Drop down your own defences towards your own pain, and look at whatever this pain is, and allow it in. So the guidance you're getting for this Three of Swords, this disappointment that your general energy is stuck in at the moment, it's urging you that you don't, with the Two of Swords, it's urging you can see how it's blindfolded, it's asking you to trust your choices, it's asking you to trust the changes, to allow the changes, to not feel you have to make choices here, not feel it's not to be stuck in this mental conflict that you have about a situation, a past situation, or a past person, which is just, it's dictating your life at the moment. It's holding you so stuck, this pain, this disappointment, this self-disappointment, this non-forgiveness of yourself and of somebody else. It's asking you that it's alright. You do have a choice. You feel like you haven't got a choice, but you have got a choice. You've got the choice to change your thoughts, to take your blindfold off, and to see your life again clearly, to make changes, to drop the defences. And just looking at with the affairs of the heart, guidance for the Seven of Wands. So this is a card you've got two of. This defensive feeling in your heart. This defensive feeling in your heart, some guidance on how you can move through it. Lovely. So you have the Fool. You have the Fool. This is the change. You can see how it's a joyful feeling. There's this happy little dog down here. He's off on his travels. He's starting his very first day. It's saying that during Lionsgate you have the opportunity to completely start again. You can start this journey of healing that your soul is screaming out for you to start. This healing of this pain that you have inside of you, where you're trying not to feel disappointed, or you're trying to defend yourself. It's saying drop the defenses and you can start again fresh. You can start again joyful and happy, with literally a feather in your hat, looking forward rather than looking to this pain, trying to convince the world that you're not hurt. Start. You can start now. This is the time, this is the energy with this Lionsgate portal open, to allow, to really look at that disappointment, to really look at that pain and allow it to go. So some guidance for the finance. Guidance for the finance here. Looking at how you can move away. So you have the Page of Pentacles. You've got so many new beginnings starting here, so many opportunities. It's saying a bit being offered to you. Another card here, we can see that you're now, look at you, you're off on your journey, you're looking forwards. The guidance is it's time to look forwards. It's time to start creating new foundations. It's time to change. It really is, however long this pain, this mental pain has been conflicting in your head, this is your perfect time to start it, because the energies coming in are allowing you to start brand new beginnings. There's an opportunity, there's a huge opportunity with this Ace of Swords that you're unable to obtain just now, you're unable to accept into your life. There's a huge opportunity just waiting for you to start building a brand new foundation, or a brand new opportunity or home life is waiting for you. It's just sitting there waiting for you, and this is reminding you that it is there. It's just waiting for you. So some guidance for the soul. Guidance for the soul which is scared of changing and dropping these defences. And you have the Seven of Pentacles here for your guidance, for your soul. This is urging you to really, that you've undervalued your own strength. You've actually not recognised how much work you have done. It does feel as if this pain, these painful thoughts, this blaming, this non-forgiving of self or someone else, or wanting forgiveness from someone else, it's urging you that you are on the cusp of this new journey. You really are on the cusp of it. You've planted your seeds. You've done your foundations. You've done the work. It's time to start looking forward and enjoying it. It's saying it's time to really look forward here. All these cards here, they're saying take off your blindfold. See your true worth. See what you've got. See who you are. Drop the defences. Stop the painful thoughts, and you've got it all. Everything's growing, everything's waiting for you, everything is in your reach. It just needs you to step into it and release yourself from whatever has disappointed or pained you, and this is a perfect time. So I hope that's been useful. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and leave a comment below if you've enjoyed that reading and found it useful. I'd love to hear. Thank you.